This right here, Jennifer Hafner from Sweet Olive Bakery and Cafe at Windmill Market. Look at that ginger pound cake with peach compote and fresh whipped cream. Oh my gosh, how do you not just sink your teeth into it right now? Have you already had a piece?
Definitely.
I knew it. Well, I can't wait till we get to try. So this is something, the pound cake obviously is something we want to do first. Is that where we're going to start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do we need?
We're starting with some butter and sugar, and we are going to whip this. And basically what we're doing is trying to sort of develop a chemical composition with the butter and sugar. We want to create airspace, you know, make it light and fluffy.
Oh.
Anytime you do a shortbread or cookies or anything, you really want to whip it and whip it and whip it. When you start with your butter and sugar, and then slowly add the rest of your ingredients.
We've all had those pound cakes that are kind of, I'll just say dry. I mean, dry, kind of hard. So this is going to be totally different.
Yes, it is.
All
It's
right.
nice and tender. It's a great recipe that I found years ago, and it works really consistently well.
Okay, so the trick is just mixing it together, and
It
really
is.
that you can tell when you look at the butter and sugar how fluffy it looks right there.
Yeah, and you really want to do this for quite some time, and then you can start adding your eggs in one at a time. Do you want to do this part?
Sure.
And
What speed do we want?
we want
or
to
is
do
it on
it
one speed?
well, like this.
Okay. A little bit different than my mixer. That's okay.
Yes, well, my fancy mixer has recently broken down, so I've taken to using hand mixers, which are
I have a hand mixer.
one that I've used for forever.
Hey, if you don't have a hand mixer, truly, it's something that I think every kitchen should have.
So here we want to add the eggs one at a time, just so you don't kind of overload your butter and sugar.
Okay. You know, it's funny, when I cook at home, I don't feel any pressure, but then when I'm cooking a chef's dish, I feel like I'm going to mess it up, so I'm trying to be so gentle with your ingredients.
You know, the majority of the cooking that I did for years was at home, so I'm kind of under no pressure as well.
Okay.
It's all about fun, in my opinion.
How many
And
eggs do we
sometimes
need?
it's not. Last night I actually made two of these cakes. I had one of those big, beautiful bump pans and one of these, and they stuck to the bottoms of the pan. So I, got up at 3 o'clock this morning to make some more.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. So
So 6 eggs, did you say?
6 eggs.
Okay.
We're adding it in. We're going to go ahead and finish this up.
Turn that back over.
Yeah.
See, it almost flew out. That's what I was afraid I was
Nice and
gonna do.
mixed.
Okay, and once we get this in the oven, we need to have it on 300 degrees. How long do we need to bake this?
We're going to bake it for about an hour and 3/4, really. About an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
And you just do the toothpick test.
Yeah, that's always good, and make sure it doesn't come out raw.
Right.
Okay, and you guys are participating in Alabama Restaurant Week. Don't want to forget
Yes,
to talk
we
about
are.
that because it starts Friday, and you can get some deals. So you guys have a really nice special going on.
We do, and I'm in charge of the dessert.
Okay. So the dessert comes with the special.
It does. It does. It's a wonderful special for $15, and all the different restaurants in Alabama are doing one. And during this week, you can. It's the only time you can get them.
Yeah, so there you go. Starts Friday, goes through the 24th. So a great time to visit. And you guys are right in downtown Fairhope.
Yes, we're in the Windmill Market. We've got 3 restaurants there, and live music on the weekends. It's lots of fun.
Very nice. Go by and get some of this. So at this point, you're just going to put it in the oven, right? Do we need to add any?
We're going to add our flour, our milk. We'll do half the flour, then the milk, then the other half the flour. We're going to really butter and flour our pan well so it doesn't stick.
Okay, we have a lot more ingredients to go, so you don't want to miss anything. We'll do that in a few minutes.
Back in our Studio 10 kitchen with Jennifer from Sweet Olive Bakery in Fairhope, and you are making something that smells so good and it's going to taste so delicious.
Yep.
What is it?
So now we're going to make the second part of our pound cake. We're making the peach compote.
Pound cake, ginger pound cake at that with peach compote. Okay, what do we need to do here?
So I've already peeled and sliced some peaches, and of course these are Alabama peaches from Chilton County.
Of course.
And I put some lemon juice on them. Something, I don't know if you have one of these in your kitchen, it's a zester. It's really cool for
Do you want me
getting
to
citrus
make sure
zest.
one of these peaches are okay?
You should
then
probably
real quick?
test it just to be sure. I've been trying them, but yeah, good peaches, huh?
Wow, super
we're
fresh.
Gonna add a little bit of lemon zest with that juice.
I'm not going to try the lemon zest, so I'm going to,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to go into the whole thing.
Yeah, it'll be good. We're going to put a little bit of butter on there, and I actually heated our pan pretty hot at 7 on this. I don't need a ton of butter, but just enough so that my peaches don't stick. Then we're going to go ahead and throw our peaches in.
Yeah.
Let them sit in that butter for a minute.
Now, the word compote, for those who are not bakers like yourself, what does that really mean, kind of?
Well, you just put me on the spot. That's what someone told me I should call it. That
All
I worked
right.
with. Quite honestly, I would have just said sautéed peaches.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that better.
I think it's, you know, like how you macerate strawberries and stuff. It's the same idea, but you cook it. But I'm not going to lie. I don't know for sure. I would hate to say that I did. All right, now we're going to add a little brown sugar. And I really don't want to cook these down too far because they're just so delicious on their own. I kind of just want to warm them and almost wilt them, you know.
What is that there?
This is nutmeg, and I'm going to use my handy-dandy zester again.
See, most people would just go and buy that little nutmeg shaker from the store.
Right. Well, you know what? Fresh nutmeg is so vastly different flavor-wise than dried nutmeg, in my opinion.
I can't wait to try it.
All right. So now we're just going to toss them around in here a bit.
Okay. While you're doing that, tell the folks about Sweet Olive.
Well, Sweet Olive is it started out as a bakery. It's a bakery, cafe, juice bar, crazy place now.
Crazy place, crazy
Yeah,
place.
we've expanded and we're doing barbecue in Mr. John's just across the hall.
Yeah, you may have seen Mr. John's here on Studio 10 a long time ago as well. Well, not too long, maybe a couple months.
Yeah. And that's going wonderfully. We're, you know, just growing and expanded all the time, having lots of fun.
So a great place to go and pick some stuff up if you want to take it with you, or with the new cafe and everything, you can sit there and eat it as well on location.
Yeah, it's a good spot, and we make everything from scratch, which I've discovered recently not everyone else does, so that's something we're trying to let people know. Yeah,
100%. It's going to make all the difference in the world. You can find this recipe on the Studio 10 page. Can't wait to put this all together and try it out when we come back.